yeah, we've had 92 teams start off this bracket. We're left with 4 in the winner's bracket, and this next series, including the one right after the winner semis, is our initial rounds to qualify 2 teams to the CDL Pro-Am in May.
How about find a break? You can't let this down and start racking up free time.
Oh, they come from the
There
high
it
ground.
is.
VoDs, a beautiful double.
Blue here, trying to get themselves to set up around the point.
A little stick and move between the SMGs of M7 Electrify as VoDs fall. Denza takes his place.
But it is still 10 seconds away for the first map 1 win. VoDs wants to push on in, looking for that 40 bomb potentially here on the Bokash hardpoint, and there it is, 7 in a row for VoDs. The player I highlighted, the player you have to watch out for, getting so much work done here for M7 Electrify. Might not end on this hill, but they are only going to be 1 second away from closing it out.
In their favor, you have to make a movie for Stallions. They find the opener. Can they take down the other? Denza, he's actually killed off not just enough players, but also enough time. Call it what it is. Denza just 1v2s to secure the opening round for M7 Electrify. No problem. Wants to wait for help. Denza probably giving him that call. No need to overchow this. Yuli though in the side door. No, not going to take the gunfight. Wee Man able to win to come out for the Stallions, and while it's not coming through all that successfully, the cleanup from M7 Electrify, clinical in nature, surgical in precision.
Wee Man up against Kaiser around the Stallions' knees. Kaiser reads him, but he does not win the battle! Wee Man with the reaction, with the snap!
Tries to go through the back doors, but the windows are shut on him. He gets around the back, but VoDs there to meet him, and it's M7 Electrify. And let's just say it, Wee Man, who wins the map 12-3, 4, and plus the final defuse. M7 Electrify will take map 2 in convincing form, and now they're 1 map away from being our first team to qualify for the Pro-Am.
They're looking solid right now, Alan. The Stallions just have not really been able to keep up with them. They had a great start in the map 1 on Bokash.
The thing about this is Yuli is the only standing Stallions member who can get to the hard point, because once again, the cross is being watched so avidly by M7 Electrify, it's never allowing Stallions a chance to come back through. And as we're starting to get later and later into this game, again, you start to feel like you have to play for scrap time, and VoDs beaming people from across the map with an MP40. Free look for the side of M7 Electrify to watch these players cross over to mailroom. This is what I was worried about. Uh-oh.
All right, 15 seconds left here. Coming on through here for us. M7 Electrify, they could put it away. They could advance to the next round. Comes through with just a couple more gunfights. The Stallions backs up against the wall. Need to find a break. Denza on 3 in a row, looking for the 4th. Gets great assistance here from Maple, who's able to stay on the time. And there you have it, M7 Electrify. They will close out the series 3-1.
And M7 denied that. They forced them down the middle of the hard point, and they're winning their gunfights up close. That's thanks to VoDs at 23-11 so far, leading the lobby for M7, let alone Ultra on the other side. Like, he's been lighting it up, and that's been the difference maker, really. It's just the subs from M7 that have shut down those back pushes, and it's forcing Ultra to have to call an audible in the middle of the hard point, and Ultra just can't respond. 5 seconds, that's all that's needed. Denza trying to stay alive, but it's a flurry of kills and pinstripes in the kill feed. VoDs and Maple for 2, the 3rd from Maple, the cleanup, the good, yeah, game 1, here we go. M7 Electrify, advantage to M7, and very quickly around 1, looks like it's going their way as well.
Yeah, huge stop from VoDs and the 2 on the outside there. So this leaves Beans with the bomb down, and no chance to come back there. M7 Electrify, and I think the setup from M7 Electrify is actually really good, because you get team members in fire, and then you have Wee Man who's flanking around. So getting in position, this is not good if you're Ultra Academy. Denza takes down Furious, but Maple now again, Harry's the last alive, and the pinch comes through, so...
And they have to do it now. Don't have a lot of time. They have to get onto the point. How long will it last? Not too long. Here comes the pressure. The subs are there. It's all good. 6v1. That's going to be round number 3 going to M7.
With A almost being captured, maybe you decide to give it up and just get set up on the rotations off. And that's kind of exactly what they're doing. Denza gets 2. Make it a 3rd!
The subs from M7 just won them this control, and it was not close. It was an absolute blowout in the end. M7 take game number 3 in pretty dominant fashion after that opening round, 3-1-7. We expect this kind of start. For Ultra, they're always going to work their way back into a hill, into a hard point, into a game like this, but Berlin will come down on a lot of these transitional fights to the ARs, and so far, Wee Man has been absolute money. 13-6, making a 4 spree, working on a glide bomb right now. No need to throw out nades. You just wait and watch as everybody else funnels into the point. That is going to be that. The lower final concludes on Berlin. M7 Electrify take it 250 to 118, and that was a stomping in the hard point. M7 get it done yet again, one of the better respawn teams in Europe, and they punch their ticket towards the grand final. Ultra Academy North America would be waiting for them, but M7 just put their number on this game, and that Berlin was a blowout. And M7 looking good.
Some ground through the bottom. The rest of his teammates try to force their way into the front, but no success anywhere. A solid hold for M7 Electrify to finish out the first rotation of hills.
Oh, Scrap really trying to work his way into some of that scrap time, but Maple not going to have any of it. 18-9 now. We always talk about Maple being one of those players that sometimes have slow starts, but this one, he is in takeover mode, and here comes the glide. Should be able to clean up one here in the outer part of P1, and that is the case. Again, a little bit of red flooding into that feed as V-Man is now on the point. 15 seconds that you need right now as it's M7 Electrify. Just going to play for the rotation. Already cutting down the rotators. V-Man, 2 in a row. Looking for one more. The stun's going to connect, and an easy cleanup comes through with the pistol. Setup is in control now. Also going to be here as you need every single kill to start to come in. We're 10 seconds away from a win here for M7.
What a pickup from Wee-Man. What a pickup from Wee-Man. And now Wardy in the middle of the map may have just put the nail into the coffin. Last contestant is Mohawk. Cannot touch in time. M7 Electrify down largely until the second rotation. Really kicked things up, and I think you start singing your praises to Maple in the first place because he's the only reason they stayed in that game to the first rotation and a half. But someone has to make a move from the front first, and it's going to be Hixie. Right on in, catches Denza completely unawares. Now it's Scrap in the backside, pistol in hand, but no, it's Wee-Man who just has the trigger discipline to take down 2, leaving Mohawk trying to work with Hixie for what would have to be essentially a 2v4 in total. Hixie needs to go quickly, 20 seconds on the clock. Down low, no chance there. Last one left for NA, not going to be able to get over to the top of the trains, and M7 Electrify ties at 3.
Chance to try to redeem himself completely with a 1v3, but he's going to have to read Maple, and Maple will not lose those. M7 Electrify, they are now starting to take over.
2v3, 1 stun for Scrap to play with. He's worried about this pinch, but the last members are on or around the B zone. Wee-Man inside of the landing ship. Maple watching the cut, and it's now just down to Mohawk, 1v3. Second tick of progress must be locked in, but Mohawk is able to tally onto Maple, who was looking to stack. Wardy's coming through as well. Wee-Man's able to get the tags, but as they stack up for the third tick of progress, Wee-Man, can he actually find the kill? Sure can. No regen for Mohawk, and it will be win by elimination for M7 Electrify on their opening attack. Maple involved for a couple of kills, re-clears off the A zone. You have to capture this. You absolutely do, because the ticks of progress right now, I believe, still will favor M7 Electrify. Wardy down low on the rocks, able to take down another 2, giving some space for Maple to breathe. Wee-Man there to assist, Denza deep. 8 seconds on the clock, no one's gonna touch. Oh my goodness, that is a defensive masterclass from M7 Electrify, and I believe that will give them the round 5 defense after a crazy opening 2 rounds of this Voodoo control.
But how much more can you ask from Scrappy on the B point? 2 ticks might just be locked in, and now that opens up the window over on A. Scrap is doing it all. He has just bought so much time. This gunfight needs to be won, and Vico finds it, goes to the pistol at range, tries to take down Denza. It does not happen. It's Maple that finds 2 and shuts down Scrap as well. Nobody can get there. And M7 Electrify, they will hold out for the map win.
You put yourself in a bad spot. Not only are you putting yourself in a weird AR gunfight, but it leaves the door open for players like Denza and Wardy to feast on you, and that's exactly what's unfolding. Denza, 3 in a row. More around the corner, but not going to get a chance, nor is it needed. It's 250 to a convincing tally of 142, and it's going to be a second best of 5 as M7 Electrify reset the bracket in the grand. I haven't seen a lot of Ultra Academy NA play this map so far. So I'm not trying to flirt with the reverse sweep narrative necessarily, but if there were to be a map for M7 to turn this series around, I think you're happy about the prospects of going to this map right here, where you just previously had beaten Ultra Academy EU out. Here for Ultra Academy NA, M7 Electrify's defense looking good. Maybe one more chance to touch, but it's a 14v3. Let's not get our hopes too far ahead, as it looks like this stack very well may result in an extra 60 seconds, but no, they do not stand on it for long enough, and M7 Electrify keep themselves in this second best of 5 as we head to our second hard point.